Welcome to the lecture series of Basic Electrical Engineering. The subject code is ACE 101. I am Dr. Richa Sharma, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Punjabi University, Patiala. Today in this video, we will discuss about Thevenin's theorem. Thevenin's theorem is an analytical method used to change a complex circuit into a simple circuit consisting of a single resistance in series with a source voltage. Thevenin theorem states that any linear circuit containing several voltages and resistances can be replaced by just one single voltage in series with a single resistance connected across the load. In other words, it is possible to simplify any electrical circuit, no matter how complex, to an equivalent two-terminal circuit with just a single constant voltage source in series with a resistance connected to a load as shown in the figure. Here we are having a linear circuit, linear network, and it is connecting with a load resistance between a terminal A and B. This linear circuit is converted into a single voltage source and a resistance, and these two are connected in series with each other, means a voltage source is connected in series with the resistance and the load resistance is connected across the terminal A and B. So this voltage source is known as Thevenin voltage and this resistance is known as Thevenin resistance, as we will see in further this video. How we solve the Thevenin theorem? The steps for solving Thevenin theorems. The first step is, first of all, remove the load resistance RL of the given circuit. Step 2. Replace all the sources by their internal resistance. If the voltage source is having any resistance, then replace it with its internal resistance. Step 3. If the sources are idle, then short circuit the voltage source and open circuit the current source. If we are having the idle sources, in that case, remember one thing, always short the voltage sources. If we are having the voltage source, then make it short circuit, and if we are having the current source, make it open circuit. And step 4, find the equivalent resistance at the load terminal, and this is known as Thevenin's resistance and is denoted by RTH. RTH. This is Thevenin's resistance. Then draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit by connecting the load resistance, and after that determine the desired response. The resistance which we removed in the first step, load resistance which we removed, in step 5 we reconnect that load resistance across the terminal and we find out the load current across the terminals of load resistance. So we will discuss all these steps one by one here. The Thevenin's statement is explained with the help of a circuit as shown in the figure. Let us consider a simple DC circuit as shown, where we have to find the load current IL by the Thevenin's theorem. In this circuit we are having the resistances R1, R2, R3 and RL and a voltage source. So we have to find load current across this resistance. So this is our load resistance. So in order to find the equivalent voltage source, RL is removed from the circuit as shown in the figure, and this is called VOC, means open circuit voltage, or VTH, Thevenin voltage, and the circuit is shown in figure. When we remove the load resistance, this A and B terminals become open circuit and when this is become open circuit, this R2 is not considered in the circuit, and this R1 and R3 becomes in parallel with each other because of this node R1 and R3 in parallel with each other. And when we find the voltage from this terminal A and B, it will become VOC, open circuit voltage, or V Thevenin is equals to I R3, current into R. R means the resistance, voltage across this resistance, means whatever the voltage we are having between the terminal A and B, that voltage is also flowing in the R3 resistance, and I is equals to Vs, voltage source, upon R1 and R2 into R. So this is our Thevenin voltage. Then to find the internal resistance of the network, Thevenin's resistance, this is known as Thevenin's resistance, we replace the voltage sources with the short circuit. If we are having the internal resistance, then we put here the internal resistance. The circuit is looking from the point, these terminals A and B, and now if we are looking into this, R2 is in parallel with R1 and R3. So R2 plus R1 into R3 upon R1 plus R3. So this is our formula for the Thevenin resistance. Then, as per the Thevenin's statement, the load current is determined by the circuit shown, and the equivalent Thevenin circuit is obtained. The load current IL is given by this. This is our Thevenin circuit where we find the Vth and Rth. This is the equivalent resistance, Thevenin resistance, and this is Thevenin voltage, and these two are connected in series with each other. And here we reconnect the load resistance which we removed in the first step. So we have to find the load current across this RL terminal. So that is IL is equals to Vth, Vth upon Rth plus RL. The Rth means the equivalent Thevenin resistance plus the load resistance. Here Vth is the Thevenin's equivalent voltage. It is an open circuit voltage across the terminal AB known as load terminal. Rth is the Thevenin's equivalent resistance as seen from the load terminals, where all the sources are replaced by their internal impedances, and RL is the load resistance. So this is how we implemented the steps of Thevenin's theorem. As I discussed, repeat the steps. We are having this circuit. In the first step, we remove the load resistance and we find out the Thevenin voltage. This is Thevenin's voltage. In this step, we find the Thevenin voltage. Then we find out the Thevenin resistance. And in the next step, we find out the load resistance, load current through the load resistance. So in this diagram, we re-explain how we find the load current across the terminal A and B. Here we are having the internal resistance of the voltage source R. Here we are having the voltage source E and its internal resistance is R, and we are having the resistances R1, R2 and the load resistance. Suppose it is required to find the current flowing through load resistance RL as shown in this first figure. We will proceed as under. The first step, remove RL from the circuit terminals A and B and redraw the circuit as shown in this figure B. Second, calculate the open circuit voltage VOC which appears across terminal A and B where they are open, that is when RL is removed as seen. VOC is equals to drop across this R2 resistance, and I is the current between the terminal A and B when it is open. So I is equals to, how we find I? I is equals to voltage upon resistance, V upon R. V, here we are having E, and the resistance is R1, R2, and the internal resistance, this small r. So this is the current, and open voltage VOC is equals to I R2. The voltage across the terminal A and B is the voltage across this resistance R2. So we put the value of I into this equation and it will become VOC is equals to E R2 upon R1 plus R2 plus R. Here R is the internal resistance of the battery, and this is also known as Thevenin's voltage Vth. So this is how we find out the Thevenin voltage when the battery is having the internal resistance. Then the next step, we find out the Thevenin's resistance. We are looking into this terminal A and B, and we replace the voltage source by its internal resistance R. So we are having the resistances small r, R1 and R2. Now this R1 and R are in series with each other, and this combination is in parallel with R2. Now imagine the battery to be removed from the circuit, leaving its internal resistance R behind, and redraw the circuit as shown in figure. When viewed inwards from the terminal A and B, the circuit consists of two parallel paths, one containing R2 and the other containing R1 and R2. These equivalent resistances of the network as viewed from these terminal is given by R is equals to R2 in parallel with R1 plus R. We solve this equation and we find this R2 into R1 plus R2 upon R2 plus R1 plus R3. And then when we have the value of Thevenin voltage and the resistance, so this we connect them in series with each other, V Thevenin and the R Thevenin. We connect them in series with each other and reconnect the load resistance between the terminal A and B. So this is becoming our Thevenin source and this circuit. Now from this circuit we find out the load current across this resistance. This resistance is called, the resistance here we find out is called the Thevenin resistance RSH, through though it is also sometimes written as Ri or Ro. Consequently, as viewed from the terminal A and B, the whole network excluding R1 can be reduced to a single source called Thevenin source, whose EMF equals to RSH and whose internal resistance equals to RSH or Ri, or as shown in figure. So this figure shows how we reduce the circuit into the Thevenin's source. First we find out the Thevenin voltage source or the open circuit voltage and the Thevenin equivalent resistance and reconnect this load current. Then from here, from this circuit, we find out the current value, load current. RL is now connected back across terminal A and B from where it was temporarily removed earlier. The current flowing through RL is given by, it is clear from above explanation that any network of resistors and voltage sources and current sources as well, when viewed from any point A and B in the network, can be replaced by a single voltage source and a single resistance in series with the voltage source. After this replacement of the network by a single voltage source with a series resistance has been accomplished, it is easy to find current in any load resistance joined across terminal A and B. Here, as shown in figure, we joined the load resistance between the terminal A and B. This theorem is valid even for those linear networks which have a non-linear load. So, here these are the summarizing points how to Thévenize a given circuit, and this is the statement of the Thevenin theorem. So points for the Theveninize a given circuit are: first is temporarily remove the resistance called load resistance RL whose current is required. Second, find the open circuit voltage VOC which appears across the two terminals from where resistance has been removed. It is also called Thevenin voltage. Third, compute the resistance of the network as looked into from these two terminals after all voltage sources have been removed, leaving behind their internal resistances, and current sources have been replaced by open circuit, that is infinite resistance. It is also called Thevenin resistance. Means in the step 2 we find the Thevenin voltage, and in step 3 we find the Thevenin resistance. Replace the entire circuit network by a single Thevenin source whose voltage is Vth or VOC and the internal resistance is R, Th or Ri. Connect RL back to its terminal from where it was removed. As in the first step we removed the load resistance, but after making the Thevenin source we reconnect the load resistance, and finally we find out the current across the load resistance. Means I is equals to Vth Thevenin voltage upon the total resistance R Thevenin plus the load resistance. So this is how we implemented the Thevenin's voltage. Now we are taking one example how to solve the Thevenin numerical with the Thevenin's theorem. This is shown in figure. We are having a circuit in which we are having two voltage sources. One is of 10 volt and second is of 20 volt, and we are having a terminal A and B. This is our load resistance. 40 ohm resistance is our load resistance. Firstly, to analyze the circuit, we have to remove the center 40 ohm load resistance connected across the terminal A and B, and remove any internal resistance associated with the voltage source. This is done by shortening out all the voltage sources connected to the circuit, that is V is equals to 0, or open circuit any connected current source making I is equals to 0. The reason for this is that we want to have an idle voltage source or idle current source for the circuit. Means we have to find out the load current across the terminal A and B. For finding out this, we remove this load resistance 40 ohms, and in second step we replace the voltage sources by its internal resistances. If we are having the current source, then we make it open circuit. If we are having the voltage source, then we make it short circuit. We discuss in the in this diagram. Here we are finding the equivalent resistance, Thevenin resistance. So for finding that, we remove the load resistance as well as we remove the voltage sources. We make them short circuit. It is shown by the red line, means the circuit is short circuit. And this, because of this node, these two resistances are in parallel with each other. So 10 ohm resistor is in parallel with 20 ohm resistor. So R Thevenin is equals to R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. So this is our Thevenin volt resistance value. Then we reconnect the voltage sources for finding out the Thevenin voltage. We reconnect them. Here we are having again reconnect 10 volts and 20 volts batteries, and the current flowing into the circuit is current I. So here I have written the steps. First step, remove the load resistance RL or the component concerned. Then find RS by shortening all the voltage sources or by open circuiting all the current sources. Then find Vs by the usual current analysis method. Then find the current flowing through the load resistor RL. So for finding the current through the load resistance RL, we find out the Thevenin voltage. This I is equals to V upon R, V is the voltage across the circuit, means 20 minus 10. This 20 minus 10 upon the resistance is this 20 plus 10. This is 0.33 milliamperes current is flowing in the circuit. This current is common to both resistors. So the voltage drop across 20 ohm resistor, because the current is same. So voltage drop across this 20 ohm resistor and this 10 ohm resistor is calculated. When we consider this 20 ohm resistor, voltage across this terminal A and B is equals to 20, this voltage source, minus 20 into the current V, means Ri. Ri is the voltage drop, R is 20, and current value we calculated here 0.33, and when we solve this, it will become 13.33 volts. Similarly, if we find the voltage drop with this resistance, 10 ohm resistance, then it will become, we consider this 10 volts plus 10 ohm resistance, this 10 ohm resistance into 0.33 ampere, and this is again 13.33 volts. So voltage across both the resistances is same. Then now we are having the voltage drop, Thevenin voltage, and we are having the Thevenin resistance. We connect them in series with each other, we make it Thevenin source, and reconnect the load resistance which we removed at the initial step, this 40 ohm resistor. Then we find the load current, I is equals to V upon R. V is our 13.33 volt and R is this 6.67 ohm and 40 ohm, and so the load current is our 0.286 amperes. This is how we calculated the values by using these 4 steps. So this is all about the Thevenin voltage. In this video we learned how to use the Thevenin voltage to simplify the circuits. We solved one numerical and steps for implementing for the Thevenin's theorem. I hope you like this video and you understand the Thevenin's concept. Thank you so much.